What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Playing around with a new intro, seeing how that works out. Give me some time to set up and not sit here all awkward in silence while I wait for you guys to join the chat. Welcome, welcome. We are back in November 8-4 Golf Charlie, the Citation 4. And we are doing Boston to Detroit today. It's going to be about an hour and 43 minutes in the air. Here's a look at our route. We'll be doing the HYLND 5. HYLND transition out of here, then direct cam, and as filed, I'll be cruising at flight level 430. Like I said, it should take us about an hour and 43 minutes to get there. Should have ATC the entire way. Tonight is the FNO Friday Night Ops on VATSIM. So East Coast right now is lit up pretty well. I know Boston Center's been on all day. He might log off, but Boston Approach has been on for about an hour and a half, and Detroit is fully staffed. It has been for the past hour or so. So, what's up, Captain Matt? What's going on, man? How's your day going? So here's a look at our route. Also have the link down Sky Vector as well for the complete route. It is going to be... Let's see, did I put on live weather yet? I did not. Okay, let's do that. We're flying morning time. I don't feel like doing a night flight today, so I set it to 6:15 a.m. Gonna set up live weather now. It should be, yeah, pretty much IFR, marginal VFR out of here. Looks IFR here, but according to Sky Vector, it's showing moderate, although it is IFR all around, so this could be pretty close to the real thing. So we're gonna depart out of here IFR. It should clear up once we get over closer to Detroit. Alright, let's jump in the airplanes, get her fired up, and start programming the FMS. Yeah, this looks bad. Alright, inside the airplane, let's turn on our battery. Emergency lights are armed, standby flight display is on, and avionics to dispatch mode. We'll come down here and light everything up. Everything is lit up here already. We'll get our nav and our beacon light on. Let's clear this. And since we don't have the GPU connected, let's go ahead and start up one of our engines. We'll do the right engine. N2. N1. And we'll be looking for ignition. There it is, ignition, and then ITT. Captain Matt says, my day is fine. On sim, have you flown Los Angeles to DTW? I've never done that flight, Captain Matt. Negative. Alright, engine number 2 is good. Alright, so let's put in our position here, our GPS position in the FMS. If I remember how to do this. This is the problem with switching from airplane to airplane, is you always forget. Jumping back in another airplane, it's like the first time you're flying it again. Alright, so that's in there. Let's go and load up our route straight off of SimBrief. So go here to the route menu. That looks good, and we can execute that. And then we'll go to our departure and arrival page and get those in. We'll be doing the HYLND 5. Should be the HYLND transition. I guess that's automatic. I think all the or maybe not. There should be different transitions. Hold on a second. Let me double check on that. Boston, we're looking for the Highland 5. Which will be green down here. Yeah, I think that's only the Highland 5 Highland. They all go straight to Highland. Okay, so we're expecting runway 4 right to be climb runway heading 035 to 500 feet, then direct Nant, and then 091 to Herbie at or above 4,000 thence, and then the rest of the waypoints. So 4 right down here up to Nant, Herbie, Stake, Sean, and then to Highland. Alright, so that's right. Let's execute. Let's go ahead and execute that and go back to the arrivals into DTW. Let's see what they have in here for the arrival. This might be an outdated plate in here. The Top Gun 2. Okay, no, it is up to date. Awesome. Top Gun 2. And then it's going to be the DONEO transition. And I'm going to leave our runways open for right now. We'll plug that in once we've been assigned a runway by ATC. So let's execute that. And then next we'll go... Let's see, I don't know the perf page. Let's go to perf. Flight level 430. 5 people on board. 150 pounds of bags. And then we'll need our weather information here for Boston. Here, let me do it here. We'll go back to our index page. We'll go to data link, weather requests. Let's do Boston. Yeah, it's raining hard out there. Boston and DTW. We'll send that and then wait for the received. Captain Matt says he has flown Los Angeles to DTW and it's gorgeous. Awesome, dude. I know I've flown into Detroit a couple times, 2 or 3 times maybe. I can't remember where it was from. It was a long time ago though, at least several years ago. Alright, received. So we'll go back to the main menu and we'll click view. And here's our METAR for Boston. So Boston, it's going to be 2344 Zulu, winds 360 at 20, gusting 26. Oof. Pretty windy out here. 3 statute mile visibility, rain and mist. Broken at 800. I'm not sure what that next one is there. What is that? Okay, oh, I'm sorry. I do. It's because it's split up. That kind of confused me. Overcast at 1,500. Temperature 5, dew point 3, altimeter 29er, 49er. And if we continue on, it says here, rain began 15 past the hour. And this other stuff, I'm not really sure what it means. And it moves on to the TAF for the weather later on, which we won't be needing right now. 29er, 49er on the altimeter. We've got wind, altimeter, and we need the temperature, which was 05. Now we'll jump back to our perf page. Up here, winds 36026, 36026, OAT 05. And our altimeter is 29er, 49er. Yeah, the next page. Flaps 15 for takeoff. We'll put this on for now. V1's going to be 107. We're rotating at 108. V2 is at 118, and then VT is 140. I think VT is when you track the flaps. I think flaps, you pull them up, I think it's V2 plus 20 or so knots. So 140, flaps come up, and yaw-damn comes on. We'll click send, which will send that over to the PFD. Now, will that work with the avionics in dispatch mode? Let's turn our avionics on and then send it over. You'll see the speeds populate here on the airspeed indicator there on the PFD. So we've got our whole route in, we've got our speeds, we've got the weather. I think we're all set. We can go ahead and we'll pick up our clearance. Oh, here, let's just make sure the route looks okay here. Go to PPOS mode. And then we'll go down here to MFD Advanced. And just cycle through the waypoints. If it wants to work, which it's not working at the moment. Okay, it should cycle from waypoint to waypoint. I'm not sure why it's not doing that. It used to work. I wonder if that's something else that's been introduced after the update. I'm not too sure what's going on with that. We'll just have to look at it like this, which looks okay to me. Let's make sure there's no discontinuities in here. That will leave open. That's after the arrival. We still have to plug in our which runway we want for the approach, which we'll get later by ATC. Alright, we're all set here. Let's run through some checklists real quick. This was before start, we did all of this. Just run through it though. Passenger briefing, we can start doing that in a few minutes. We're not going to do that yet. I'm going to do the short one this time. I'm used to doing the long one, which is too long. Alright, seatbelts, ICAS, FMS, climate control. Yeah, we can get that on to norm. Let's go ahead and start up number 2 as well. Might as well do that. Alright, N2, N1. Looking for ignition, and followed by ITT. Ignition, and ITT. Before we go any further, let me turn up my sim sounds a little bit. I feel like it's been a little bit quiet on the stream lately, so let me just bump up the volume just a hair here in the sim. So you guys can hear those beautiful engines. Alright, we've got 2 good engines there. I'm just going to do a quick flow check here, make sure everything's on. Everything that needs to be on is on. Lights. We can go ahead and start. Nah, we'll wait on that. Yep, we're all good. Continue on with this checklist here. Alright, before taxi, avionics is on, climate control is on norm, pass lights and safety buttons will get on trim. We're going to set that into the green here, and then flight controls, we'll check those. Alright, so ailerons, elevator, rudder. We'll test our speed brakes. They're working. And our flaps. Are working, and we'll set those to 15 for takeoff. Trim, flight control, speed brakes, flaps, all done. Hydraulic pressure, we've got it. Anti-ice we won't need for right now. Takeoff data has been confirmed. Avionics checked and set. Autopilot, altimeters. Let's see, 2-9er, 4-9er. Where is it? Forget where it's at. Okay, here it is. 2-9er. It's gonna hit the B key, so automatically set it. Actually, that set it to 4-6, so let's bump it up to 4-9. 2-9, 4-9, 2-9, 4-9, and 2-9, 4-9. Pressurization is here in the green. ICAS checked, aft divider doors, and the rest of this stuff we'll do on our way out of here. Let's tune to the ATIS and then pick up our clearance. Alright, Boston ATIS. It's going to be on 135.0.
Schedule. West 020 and 20 just 26. Visibility 3. Rain. Mid. Ceiling 800 broken. 1,500 over 10. Temperature 5. 2.3. Altimeter 2-9er 4-9er. ILS runway 4 right approach in use. Departing roadway 9er. Runway 33 right is approved for turn up enter landing. All aircraft read make although short instructions and design altitude. Numerous construction cranes in the Boston area and in the vicinity of Logan Airport. Advise on initial contact. You have information.
Uh-oh. Information what? Is it gonna repeat? Wild A320 appears here at the ramp. We are connected to the VATSIM network. There should be plenty of planes here on the ground at Boston, as well as en route to Boston. That's it for the ATIS? You're not going to play again? Come on. Alright, let me just go to the text version real quick so we can get that identifier. It's ATIS information Foxtrot. Because we'll need that when we call for our clearance. Alright, let's tune to Boston delivery. They're on 12165.
Up to 1473, your reback is correct. Advise the frequency ready for push. Expect runway 9er. We'll advise on this frequency when ready for push. Delta 1430.
Boston delivery, good evening. November 84, Golf Charlie.
November 84, Golf Charlie, Boston cleared.
November 84, Golf Charlie, citation 525 at Signature with Foxtrot, IFR to Detroit.
November 84, Golf Charlie, Boston clearance. Good evening. You're cleared to the Detroit airport via the Highland 5 departure. Then as filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 133.0. Squawk 1415, 1450.
November 84, Golf Charlie is cleared to Detroit via the Highland 5, and as filed, will climb via the SID. Departure frequency 133.0, squawk 1415.
November 84, Golf Charlie, reback is correct. Advise the frequency ready for taxi. You can expect runway 9er.
Roger, we'll expect runway 9er, and we'll call for taxi, November 84, Golf Charlie. Alright, so let's jump down here and get our squawk code in there. It's going to be 1415. And it's going to be runway 9er, so let's go back here and amend our departure. Let's see, can I change it like this? Okay, so it's going to be the Highland 5, and it's going to be runway 9, and we'll execute that.
American 2545 off the clearance. You might still
Alright, so departing the Highland 5 out of runway 9 is going to be climb heading 092 to 520, then direct claw, cross claw at or above 4,000 thence.
Squawk 1430, 1430, and say your gate.
So 9er out this way heading 092, 500 feet, direct claw, at or above 4,000, and then the rest. So it's pretty much straight ahead to claw, and then the rest of the waypoints there.
American 2545, reback is correct. Advise the frequency ready for push. Expect runway 9er for departure.
Okay, let's get our pack signs on and our taxi light on.
May I have your attention, please? At this time, please comply with the illuminated seatbelt and no smoking signs. Thank you.
Alright, he told us to advise him on this frequency when we're ready to taxi. He did not tell us to go to ground, but ground is online and on 121.9, so we'll get that in on standby. So 121.9. Delivery, November 8-4, Golf Charlie is ready to taxi.
November 8-4, Golf Charlie, contact Boston ground now for taxi 121.9er.
121.9, November 8-4, Golf Charlie. Oops, what did I do there? Alright, 121.9.
JetBlue 989, Boston ground.
Ground, do you want us to go left Echo here to cross to Papa on the Delta 319, or do you want us to go by Kilo?
Delta is supposed to cross.
We're climbing via the SID. I'm just going to send it straight up. Was there a top altitude there for the SID? Top altitude 5,000, so we'll plug 5,000 in here.
You're on Echo, but that was for me. Cross runway 4 left at Echo.
5,000.
Right
Heading's going to be 092. Runway heading.
Okay, Roger. Cross 4 left at Echo, right on my contact tower on Delta 441.
Ground, just confirm your JetBlue 989 to Kilo.
JetBlue 989, 8 per.
Roger.
Ground, November 8-4, Golf Charlie is ready to taxi.
November 8-4, Golf Charlie, squawk mode Charlie.
Roger, mode Charlie, November 8-4, Golf Charlie. So go down here, we'll go to TARA and make sure that transferred over to VPilot, and it did.
Delta 1211, Boston ground.
Boston ground, Delta 1211, we're ready to pick up our IFR clearance to Tampa as well.
Delta 1211, contact Boston clearance delivery 121.65.
Didn't realize they were alive, sorry about that. We'll be over there, 1211.
Boston ground, good evening. American 461, stand Alpha 22, information Echo requesting push and start.
American 461, push back into the ramp at your discretion, advise spot 7 ready to taxi.
So I push back at my discretion and will advise I'm ready to taxi, American 461.
JetBlue 989, crossing 4 left, Monitor Tower 128.8.
4 left, cross tower 188, JetBlue 989.
And ground, November 8-4, Golf Charlie, squawking mode C, and we're at signature going to runway 9. Wait, what is that right there? Oh shit! I thought it was the door for a second.
JetBlue 42, give way to the American. You blocked me telling you to give way to the American. It's JetBlue 42, give way to American.
Yeah, it looked like our door was open or something. So waiting
American 515 cross, runway 4 left, 8 kilo.
for some taxi instructions here.
American 515. JetBlue 5842, continue taxi, follow the American 757. With correction, Cactus 1947, follow the JetBlue A320, cross, runway 4 left, turn right on taxiway, Mike. Alright, follow the JetBlue crossing 4 left, right on Mike for JetBlue, Cactus 1947. JetBlue 989, are you listening? American 515, monitor tower, 128.8. 18 knots.
And ground November 8-4 Golf Charlie is ready to taxi.
November 8-4 Golf Charlie, runway 9er, taxi via Bravo Charlie Mike, cross runway 4 left.
Bravo Charlie Mike, cross 4 left to runway 9, November 8-4 Golf Charlie.
JetBlue 5842, monitor tower, 128.8.
Alright, Bravo's going to be straight ahead. This one here, and then we're going to be making a right turn onto Bravo. Let's release the brakes.
Delta.
Checklist, we're going to test the brakes on our way out of here. Nose wheel steering and flight instruments. We'll do that here on the way out of the ramp.
Turn right on taxiway, Echo, taxi the ramp.
Right on Echo, taxi the ramp, and I think we're actually going to have to get on file.
Turn right on taxiway, Echo, taxi the ramp.
Right on Echo to the ramp, American 835, have a great one.
Cactus 1947, monitor tower, 128.8.
Alright, brakes are working. Nose wheel steering.
1288, hold it short run,
Left.
4 left. Delta 1288, cross.
And right.
Left, and turn left on taxiway Mike, hold short, rolling 15 right.
Do rudder bias.
Turn left on taxiway November.
Cross 4 left, turn left on taxiway November, hold short runway 15 right, Delta 1288.
It's the water on the ground that's making it hard to move forward. Okay. Alright, we'll have to do the rudder bias on the straight then. So we're making a right here on Bravo. We're clear left. We're clear right.
American 2545, Boston ground, unreadable.
Alright, Bravo to Charlie. See, Bravo's going to loop us all the way around, it looks like. Charlie, Mike, it's runway 9. Okay, I've got it.
American 2545, you're still unreadable.
Alright, rudder bias.
American 12, correct, Delta 1288, cross runway 15, right at November. Taxi the Alpha Terminal via Bravo Echo.
That was blocked, Delta 1288.
Delta 1288, cross runway 15 right at November, taxi to the terminal via Bravo Echo.
Alright, ice we don't need yet. Rudder bias checked. Seats, flaps are checked and set. Speed brakes are down. Trim is set. Crew briefing. We've already briefed the departure. Let's brief the passengers.
Ground American 461, the request taxi holding point
May I have your
09,
attention,
information
please?
Echo.
We will be taking off shortly.
American
Please turn off
461,
all
do you still
portable
need to
electronic devices, stow tables, secure luggage, and loose articles.
Okay, House,
Ensure
checking.
your seat
American
is in the
461,
upright
runway
and
9er,
outboard
taxi via
position.
Kilo,
Extend your
Mike,
headrest
cross,
and
runway 4
fasten
left.
your lap belt and shoulder harness. Thank you.
Kilo Mike, cross 4 left, American 461, thank you.
Bucky ground, flush on the Alpha Mike Papa, round and Tuesday Red, holding short of 4 left, taxi.
Alright, TCAS, we're on TARA radar. We'll leave off for right now. GA button is this one here. Battery amps.
Just get up to the apron.
Look good.
With you, dude.
Ice, pedo static.
Cross, runway 4 left. Turn left.
Exterior lights. We'll wait until we're holding short.
I cross to the left, November, and hold short of 15 right off of my papa.
On the rest of 642, Papa Golf, up here at temperature request taxi to 4 left.
You see here on the iPad on Garmin Pilot, we're on Bravo. We're going to keep following Bravo as it loops around and follows runway 4 left, and then we're going to make a left on Charlie over here, cross the runway, right on Mike, down to runway 9er.
From the rest of taxi 642, Papa Golf.
Go over 642, Papa Golf, runway 4 left, taxi via Bravo, Kilo.
Bravo, Bravo, Kilo, 642, Papa Golf.
Next frequency is going to be Boston Tower, 128.8.
Alpha Mike Papa, make sure everyone's right.
Foxtrot Romeo Alpha Mike Papa, hold short runway 15 right, traffic, opposite direction traffic coming out of signature.
Roger, we'll continue holding. My apologies, Alpha Mike Papa.
Crossing ground, affirmative 5 whiskey is correction, Charlie taxi, moving full short with left.
Alright, so we're going to continue here on Bravo. Bravo's going to curve this way.
5 whiskey, cross runway 4 left on Charlie. Where are you parking?
Just asking to the near risk. Just asking for my here, 85 whiskey.
Okay, November 85 whiskey, cross runway 4 left at Charlie and taxi straight ahead to the terminal.
Cross runway 4 left and go straight ahead to the terminal, 85 whiskey.
Alright, then we're going to be making a left turn on Charlie, which should be our third left. So here's left number 1. That's going to be Quebec.
Boston ground, Phenom 232 Sierra uniform at signature with Golf. We're ready to taxi.
November 232 Sierra uniform, runway 9er, taxi via...
Second one here is Foxtrot, and after Foxtrot should be Charlie. I think where the big guy's coming out of right now. We'll be making a left turn there.
9er, Alpha, Kilo, Mike, cross 4 left, 2 Sierra uniform.
American 461, monitor tower, 128.8.
Time 128, decimal 8, thanks for the service, American 461.
This is going to be the next left on the Charlie. We've been cleared to cross 4 left.
23 vacating 4 right.
And then after we cross 4 left, there'll be a right turn on taxiway Mike.
Boston ground, join runway 33 right, and cross runway 4 left.
This is right, cross 4 left, 2523.
Alright, left turn here, taxiway Charlie. This is going to be 4 left.
Foxtrot Romeo Alpha Mike Papa, cross runway 15 right at November.
And we're cleared to cross. Let's make sure we see that there. I see it on the signs and on the pavement. 4 left, we've been cleared to cross 4 left.
15 right on November, right on to Bravo, and text your signature. Thank you very much for the bus. Good night.
Clear left. We're clear right.
South 1473, push back into the ramp at your discretion. Advise spot 7, ready to taxi. And it's spot 7, Delta 1473.
Alright, it's going to be a right turn here onto taxiway Mike. And this will take us all the way down to
Foxtrot
runway
Romeo
9.
Alpha Mike Papa, Boston ground.
Let's run back on my papa.
Foxtrot Romeo Alpha Mike Papa, cross runway 15 right at November. Turn
We're clear
right on
left.
Bravo, taxi
We're clear right.
Via Bravo.
Right turn on Mike.
Right on November, right on to Bravo. To the signature of my papa. Thanks for the help. Good night.
Let's change this to wet.
And ground up to 25,
Reset the
we can
speeds.
cross runway 15 right.
Delta 2523, cross runway 15 right at November. Taxi to the terminal.
I think we did have our before takeoffs. The only thing left is lights.
5 right at November, terminal via Bravo.
Yeah. Lights to go, and we're all set. We've got trim, flaps, pitot heat.
November 6, holding short for left.
November 642, Papa Golf, monitor tower, 128.8.
Monitor tower, good day. November 642.com.
Boston ground, United 1701, we're off a 4 right on runway 33, going to B30. United 1701, Boston ground, cross runway 4 left on runway 33 right, no delay. No delay, we'll cross.
Alright, so on this departure, we're going runway heading pretty much direct to claw, and we're going up to 5,000. I think this is the hold point here for runway 9. Yep, so we're holding right here. Lights, let's get those on. Strobe is coming on, landing is coming on, and we're all ready to go.
Cross runway 15 right, and where are you parking again? Right, November all the way down, going to B30.
Let's wait for this guy to get his taxi instructions, and then we'll let him know we're ready.
Good taxi to the terminal via, actually hold short runway 15 right. Okay, we'll hold short of 15 right, United 1701.
And ground November 8 for Golf Charlie, holding short, runway 9, ready for departure.
November 8 for Golf Charlie, monitor tower 128.8.
128.8, November 84 Golf Charlie.
84 Golf Charlie.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry, I had switched over before you came through. What was that for 84 Golf Charlie?
84 Golf Charlie, contact tower.
Roger, we'll contact the tower. Thank you, November 84 Golf Charlie. Alright, 128.8, and then let's get our departure frequency in there as well. It's going to be a 133.0. That's where we're going next. Boston Tower, November 84 Golf Charlie, holding short runway 9, ready for departure.
Right 4 Golf Charlie, Boston Tower without delay, traffic 4 mile final for crossing runway 9 are cleared for takeoff.
No delay, clear for takeoff, runway 9, November 84 Golf Charlie.
For 2 Papa Golf heading 010 now, contact Boston, departure, good day. Departure 642 Papa Golf.
Delta 1982 with you on the final.
Delta 1982 Boston Tower, number 2, traffic A321, 3 mile final, traffic departure holds the crossing runway, wind 020 at 22, gust 35, runway 4 right, good along.
4 right, bridge land on the draft, Delta 1982.
Bring it 412, welcome to Boston, taxi at 33 right, hold
Alright, here you go guys, we're rotating at 108.
412 might have stepped on you there, 33 right, hold short 4 left, contact ground point 9, good day.
Alright, power set and achieved, 2 good engines, airspeed's alive. Oh, is my rudder not working? Holy shit, full right rudder right now. Okay, it's working, I'm not sure what's going on with that. Alright, rotate, that was terrible. Alright, positive rate, gear up. And flaps up, and yaw damp is coming on. We'll do heading mode, flight level change, and engage the autopilot.
United 320 Boston Tower, number 3, traffic A355.
And set climb power.
020 at 32, gust 35, runway 4 right, good along.
We can actually go to nav mode. Wow, that was a sloppy takeoff roll. We went completely off the runway.
4 Golf Charlie Boston, departure, good night.
Over to departure, November 84 Golf Charlie.
Altitude.
Working 412, you weren't supposed to turn right, but that's fine anyways. Turn right, runway 3.
Alright, over to departure.
Short 4 left.
Heading 215, connect Boston approach 120.6.
Alright, we're on 133.0. Departure, good evening, November 84 Golf Charlie, 5,000 on the Highland 5.
So Delta 1201, you're blocked, heading 215, and Boston's on 120.6.
Oh, watch that speed.
November 84, Charlie Boston, West Carolina, winter wind, maintain 14,000.
14,000, November 84 Golf Charlie. Alright, up to 14. 14 Thizzle.
Delta 1201, what was that frequency? The Delta 1201 is 120.6.
Wow, we almost got killed on that takeoff roll. That was fucking terrible. Is it because I didn't have crosswind correction?
And November 642, Papa Golf, climb maintain 12,000.
12,000, November 642, Papa Golf.
Oh, it was full right rudder. I could not keep it on the runway. It wasn't until I added some toe brakes on the right side
November 642, Papa Golf, connect Boston.
that I was able to get it back. But man,
Have a good day.
that was scary.
34.7, good day, November 642, Papa Golf.
Nobody saw it. Nobody saw that. Alright, so we're on the Highland 5 and we're going up to 14,000.
November 84, Golf Charlie, connect Boston Center on 134.7, good day.
134.7, November 84, Golf Charlie. Boston Center, good evening, November 84, Golf Charlie, climbing through 8,600 for 14,000.
November 84, Golf Charlie, Boston Center, climb and maintain below 430.
Flight level 430, November 84, Golf Charlie.
Wings 110,
Alright, up to our filed cruise altitude of 43,000 feet.
72112, contact Boston, approach 120.6.
120.6 for Jet 2112.
143 is in there.
1262, contact Boston, approach 133.0.
133.0.
Alright, we're through 10,000. We're going to keep our lights and everything on for right now since the weather is not good outside.
Delta 5523.
Pack signs will stay on.
Center 133.72.
133.72. Delta 5523.
Air France 3577.
Does that ever get yaw damp on?
370.
I think I did. Alright, so let's run through some checklists. Takeoffs, we've done all that. After takeoff, gears up, flaps are up, throttles to climb, yaw damps on, autopilot's on, ice. Start getting that on. Pack signs we're going to keep on for now. Pressurization is checked, altimeters are set.
Southwest 104, it looks like the aircraft is running slow. What's your Mach number right now? Okay, just give me your slowest Mach number and then 280. Delta Romeo, wind 060-62033 for the land.
CP2 Extreme, what's going on, man? Is it out on Xbox yet? I have no idea, to be honest with you, CP. Wish I could answer. I've not been following the Xbox release. Frame rates are terrible once again for me here on PC. Hopefully it clears up once we get a little bit higher. I don't know. Could be all the traffic in the area as well.
Flight level 370, restricted Mach 0.78.
Yeah, 1035 off, 10 runner. Alright, Delta 880, still left heading 060, back to spacing.
Left heading 060, Delta 880.
American 49, still left heading 060, back to spacing.
060 on the heading American 49, Roger.
Delta 2036, still left heading 060, back to spacing. 726, I need you to listen up a little bit better. I'm not hitting 060. 722, flying 060, back to spacing.
Item 0, Captain.
Yeah, 1035, flying 060, back to spacing.
060, United 1035.
Boston Blue Street 1554, 9600 from the 10 down.
It's one of those flights where my frame rate is so bad I think it's going to really affect our flight time. Although we're showing that we're moving at 250 knots, really with half the frame rate we're probably moving half the speed on ATC scopes. Dante, what's going on, Dante? Hope you're doing well, man. Why do I always miss the briefing part? I'm doing well, man.
2036 descent via the J-Fund to arrival, runway 4 right, Boston, altimeter 3949er.
When you go back to rewatch, make sure you watch that takeoff roll. Oh, I can see blue skies up here, and my frame rates are really bad.
What else do you want?
37.
I can't do that, 236.
You have a deal, Captain 99.
5,000 pounds of fuel today, Don. We only need about 2,500 for this flight.
Skywest, I'll say it. 72036, are you there? I've been calling you numerous times. You need to answer. Descend via the J-Fund to arrival, runway 4 right. Backside, there's my direct Stella.
Alright, we're about to cross through flight level 180. I don't even think I'm going to play with the barometer setting just yet, because it's not going to do anything with my frame rates being this bad. The simulator is almost unresponsive.
Delta 880, clear contact.
I'm hoping that this clears up, that we get above this cloud layer here, and hopefully our frame rates smooth out. That's what I'm hoping for anyways. Let's see if I can pan up and see any blue sky. I do not.
Metro 5929, contact Cleveland Center 134.9.
Alright, let's clear the weather and see if it helps, and we'll bring back real weather mid-flight somewhere. If not, we'll never get there with our frame rates being this bad.
FedEx 935 across Stella, added maintain 1000, Bradley up to 2962.
Hopefully our plane doesn't break as we switch from live to preset. Okay, blue skies, wait a minute. I might wait on this. Let's see.
400,
Okay, cancel. Let's see. See if it smoothens out up here. It may not. Well, let's see.
Delta 2222, direct contact.
Direct contact, Captain.
Metro 5929, Cleveland Center 134.9er.
134.9er for Metro 5909, thanks.
Dante says I get you paranoid that I'm always gonna bring that up.
Number 7100 Fox Tango, descend safe huddle 200. 0079, W5842, cross phase, the added, maintain 8000, LaGuardia, altimeter 2967.
Man, this breakout would look so awesome if we had decent frame rates. Okay, I think it is picking up a little bit better. Still not as smooth as I want it to be, but a few extra frames maybe. That altimeter spinning a little bit quicker than it was. Illiker Pro, what's going on? Are you running the game on ultra graphics or something? No, my settings are kind of mixed. I'd say for the most part they're medium-ish. A few settings on high.
120.8, have a great night, we'll see you.
Delta 2120 Boston Center, roger.
It was never this bad before the World Update 3 update. Ever since, it's been crap in some areas. It's really hit or miss, dependent on location, time, weather, traffic. It's like a crapshoot, man. It's like a lottery, whether or not the sim is going to run good or bad. Some days it's buttery smooth the entire flight, and some days it's we can't even complete the flight. Yeah, I'm still going to try to clear the weather here and see if it helps. It's probably not going to help. The last few times I've tried this, it hasn't really helped. Our plane is going to do a bunch of funky turns, probably. Jesus, yeah, it's so bad right now. See if I have anything else running that I can close.
Delta 989, contact Washington Center 133.72.
13372, congratulations.
Blue 5054, contact New York Center 125.32, have a nice day. 2532, Blue 5054, good night.
It's not helping anything.
Correcting 49, descend via the J fund and 2, Rebel runway 4, right, Boston, altimeter 2949.
American 49, we'll descend via the J fund 4 right.
Sucks, because usually when it gets this bad, it doesn't recover. Doesn't matter what I do or where I go. Do I stream with the same computer? I do, Dante.
Delta 5842 to start back to your direct to Valerie.
Alan Molly.
Boston Man, transport 100, flight level 310 for 270 Hancock.
Descender 100 Boston Center, gaining direct to Stella, NBC level 270.
Stella 270, air transport 100.
Is it going to start rolling out, or what's going on here? Just going to continue left now. Oh, the woes of FS 2020, man. I've flown in and out of Boston a few times already with pretty good success on performance, and now today, just randomly, it's bad again. I have not flown out of here since the update 2 days ago, so I don't know if things have reverted back to the state it was after the World Update 3.
Air Transport 100 cross Stella and maintain 1000, Bradley altimeter 2962.
And I'm not the only one. I know I complain a lot here on stream about my frame rates, but I'm not the only one that has this issue, man. There's people that run RTX 3090s that get the same frame rates I do. You can read up and down in the FS 2020 forums, like, it's bad. I could go spend $5,000 on a GPU right now and we'd probably experience the same thing out of Boston. It really, it's, like I said, it's a crapshoot. It's rolling the dice.
5000 by airport site.
Cessna 5842, contact air approach 10.8.
The only way I could really test this before stream is fly the entire flight. I just don't have that many extra hours in my day to do that. It's unfortunate that some of these flights we have to stop midway through these frame rates. This might be one of those flights. See, let me pan around. Yeah, this is really bad. Highly doubt it's going to recover.
Looks like you'll be staying with me for the approach. Expect the ILS 186.
Alright, ILS runway 6. Good bye.
Air transfer 100, expect the ILS 186 approach.
ILS 6 is front for 100.
Air transfer 7445, expect the ILS 186.
Don T says I tried 2020 on my computer and it worked okay, but inside the cockpit the frame rates were crap and the cockpit flashed in and out of existence. I guess it was dropping frames to keep up.
2036, Boston approach 1330.
I, like many others, really wish we could go back in time to before World Update 3 was released, because before then I had little issues with frame rates. Even in the most dense of cities, flying low over New York City, I could fly around just fine. And I'm a guy I'm pretty picky about how smooth my sim runs. Like, this is really upsetting. This is unflyable to me here. I mean, even if there's a slight reduction in FPS and it's still smooth, I wouldn't complain. But this here is like, just, it's completely, it's terrible. If I was not streaming right now, I would have shut off already. I'm sticking around in hopes that it might smooth out, but you guys have been with me before when things have gotten this bad and it just never comes back. And it's funny too, because I could end the flight here, I'll load up the same exact flight tomorrow, 24 hours later, and it'll work like a charm. Like, I don't know what it is. It could even be, a lot of people think it could be the FS 2020 server, since this is an internet-based game that's not just loading files off your hard drive. It's all dependent on the multiplayer servers, your internet connection, etc. So it could even be an internet issue or a server issue on their side. And we've got FNO tonight, Friday Night Ops on VATSIM, so you know everybody and their mother's flying tonight. So maybe their servers are overloaded, and that's what's causing the issue. I don't know. That seems more plausible than just a systems hardware issue. I feel like it could be on the server side. Because like I said, I could load up the same flight tomorrow and it'll work fantastic.
Direct L28, turn on to left, air transport 7445.
We're definitely moving a lot slower than we should be, since we're at a quarter of the frame rates that we should be. I mean, we're still on the departure, the HYLND 5. We just passed HYLND, which is like the second waypoint on the departure plate. We should have been at flight level 430 already. We're just passing through flight level 25.
Okay, that's your thing.
Dante says, yeah, scenery on demand, maybe a bit too much bandwidth for them. I agree. We may need to wait till we have like 1,000 terabit hard drives to load up the entire world on our hard drive. Sometime in the future.
Delta 880, contact Boston, approach 133.0, good night.
133.0, congratulations, Delta 880.
Alright, so you're hearing congratulations to this guy. This guy, I know who he is. This guy Twitches, he streams on Twitch, this controller, Boston Center. I think it's Sheed, S-H-E-E-D. If you look him up on Twitch, he's been streaming now for 24 hours, over 24 hours, Boston Center, non-stop. He does this pretty regularly. I think this might be the first time he did 24 hours, but usually he's streaming and controlling for 8 to 10 hours a day straight. And before I logged on, I was looking at VATSIM, and he had been controlling for, I think it was 22 or 23 hours. And I'm pretty sure he's past the 24-hour mark right now. I probably don't even look like we're moving on his scopes right now. We're going so slow.
Transfer 100 has passed. Center commuter 4916, Albany, clearance to Newark.
4916, there you are.
I think it's your ISP throttling internet speeds. I don't think so. I don't think they throttle anything on mine.
Commuter 46.
Highly doubt it, Don T, but I could check on that.
Newark Airport, meeting Albany 7 departure, radar vector 8 code, enemy shaft 7 arrival, maintain 4000 and squawk 4755.
Okay, commuter 4916, clear to Newark, Albany 7, 8 code, shaft 7, and 4000, squawk 4755.
Gigablast internet speed. Services here is supposed to be equivalent to 5G cell speeds.
Airline 1 will call you 4916.
Whenever I run internet speed tests, I get about 250 megabits per second down. So I don't think it's my internet that's an issue. I don't think they limit me on bandwidth or anything like that. Pretty sure they don't. I think they used to before COVID, and ever since COVID hit, I think they released that, gave everybody unlimited. But yeah, usually I get like 250 megabits down, so I don't think it's the internet. It's the internet on my side that's an issue. 250 should be plenty. I think the recommended for FS20 on the box is like 100 megabits per second to run everything on Ultra. There's a bug flying around here. That's what I'm looking at. It's like a little moth or something. Yeah, 250 is pretty good. Let's see, let's try panning around. Still bad.
Frequency, the robot 3, limiter 29er, 49er, you know, 6.
194 right.
24 right.
Number 232, uniform contact near center 125.32. 2, make sure I know what's the next time around, 2 tier uniform. GPS 9032, descent via the J Fund and 2 arrival, runway 4 right, Boston, altimeter 29er, 49er.
Descend via the J Fund 2 arrival, runway 4 right, altimeter 29er, 29er, 49er, GPS 9032.
American 49, contact Boston, approach 133.0, have a good night.
Always good to see you, going to Boston, approach American 49.
Yeah, like, we've hardly even gotten out of Boston's Class Bravo. That's how slow we're moving on the map.
262, lead clearance, main function closed, radar service terminated. Frequency change, we have good night.
United 224, flight level 090 for 140.
This flight is supposed to be about an hour and 43 minutes in the air, Don. At this rate, it's going to take us 3+ hours to get there. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to finish this one. I've got my fingers crossed here, just hoping that something's going to click and straighten out, but I really don't think it's going to. There's nothing really else I could change to see if I can get it better. I've tried changing the weather. I've closed out any extra programs on my computer. I would hit escape and go into the pause menu and see if things can catch up. And now there's a new bug introduced on the update 2 days ago. And now if you press escape, your throttle. Some people have been having issue. I didn't know I had it yesterday with the Cessna. But you hit escape and it brings your throttles, your prop, and your mixture back to 50%. And in this airplane, it might just shut off the engines. I'm not sure, so I don't want to hit the escape key because we could lose both engines.
Contact Boston approach 133.0, good night.
5 hours at this rate, says Don. Yeah, you're probably closer to the numbers than I am. It's not your hardware. I agree. It's not the hardware. It's FS 2020, man. I feel really bad for the people who've invested, you know, at this point, $5 grand plus, considering the prices of GPUs, for a purpose-built PC just to run Flight Sim 2020, and you know, end up with shitty performance. I'd be really upset if that were me. My system now is a couple years old. $5 hours. Oh man. 5 hours to Detroit. Shit. Yeah, it's looking like that, Don. I don't know, we'll go for another 20 or 30 minutes, and if it doesn't clear up, I don't think there's anything else I can do. Let's wait 20 minutes. If things don't clear up, let's try disconnecting from VATSIM, Pilot, and see if maybe all the traffic disappears, if that helps anything. And if it does, we'll just continue the flight without ATC. If it doesn't, then I don't know what else to do at that point.
33-0, good night, get some sleep.
935, contact tower 120.3, have a good day.
I mean, it shouldn't be loading any traffic that's outside of, like, I think 20 miles from us, maybe 40 miles. So I don't think that's the issue, but something else to try. before we completely call it quits.
Send me a J-Fund 2 well, runway 2, 4 right. That's zero.
Dante says, can't be hardware because I've seen you run this butter smooth and plenty good frame rates with the same graphic settings. Yes, man. In pretty dense areas too.
262 on Houston Edge.
We've flown out of LAX, which is up there. Things got a little bit stuttery when we were directly above the city, but that lasted like 2 minutes and then it cleared up. But even departing out of LAX, on takeoff roll, on climb out, buttery smooth. We've flown out of Toronto, which is heavily dense scenery. No issues there. And then I'll fly places that, you know, it's not dense and then have really bad frame rates, so.
Transfer 100 heavy to right heading 180 to centimeter 4000, vector pilot 26 approach.
180, 4000, transfer 100 heavy.
To see if switching tasks, switching over to another application or program makes things smoother. There used to be a bug in FS 2020 that was that you would have crap frame rates, and then when you would switch tasks to any random program, didn't matter what it was, you would get smooth frame rates in FS 2020 in the background. And then when you switch back to FS 2020, they drop again.
We're back in the cockpit.
Didn't seem to help this time, though.
Okay, 24, thank you.
Let's see if this lets me switch the barometers back to standard. Alright, I just used the B key to do it. If I were to turn this knob, it'd take me 15 minutes to tune it in correctly.
Was that for Pier 5598? Pier 5598, affirmative, descend via the robot pre-arrival, runway 4 right, Boston altimeter 29er 49er. Robot pre-arrival, runway 4 right, descend 5598.
Nice. See, this isn't, I don't think this is like frame rates. This is like some kind of stutter. Actually works a little bit better in this view than it does in the cockpit. I think it's an FS 2020 server issue.
Yes, 9032 negative, you're about 15 miles trail of another aircraft. Okay, 9032. So 749, descend to maintain level 230.
Don T says, how'd the flight go yesterday? I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. Went well, man. I didn't have much anything planned. All we did was pattern work in the Cessna 172. So we just did a bunch of stuff that we do in flight training for the private pilot license. Touch and goes. We did a couple short approaches, a couple low approaches, go around, some short field stuff, soft field. Yep. Just basic pattern work stuff in the Cessna 170. It was fun though. Some performance issues there, but not anywhere near as bad as today. I feel like it's getting a tiny bit better. Still really bad. Alright, we'll keep going for a little bit longer. Alright, wait a minute guys, I think it's not normal, but I think it's getting better. We may be able to continue this. It's definitely getting better.
Transfer 100 head with the correct machine.
I'll check on standby 1.
And a west down.
We're departed from Albany. Albany, the
Altitude. A little bit better, for sure. Alright, 1,000 to go. Finally leveling off at 430.
Air 4915, thank you, radar contact, turn left, direct to Cove, climb maintain, 12000. Direct to Cove and 12000, computer 4916. Air transport 100, turn left heading 0.
Alright, I think we might be back in business.
020 runway, 60 foot.
020, localized, air transport 100.
Air transport 7445, close delay, turn right, 240, limit maintain, 4000. 240, 4000.
Alright, we're going to continue. Seems a little bit better. Tiffany's team got second place in the US finals last Saturday, so proud of her. Awesome, man. Congrats, Tiffany. Good job. That's awesome, Don. Alright, things seem much better now.
Air transport 7445 degrees fresh. Air transport 7445.
Possible approach to the limit of element 531, members of the level 3.
South 522, descend maintain 8000.
On 8000,
Alright, so we're leveled off at flight level 430. We're going to let our airspeed build up to the bottom of the red tape here, and then we'll reduce power for cruise. And then we'll run through our checklist.
414 over Delta Boston, center climb maintain 12000. Climb maintain 12000, full red, over to Air transfer 100, radar contact Boston.
Things are running good now. Let's go back to live weather.
Send via the robot clear arrives runway 4 right, Boston, clear 2953.
Send via the robot 4 runway 4 right, correction, the robot 4 right,
Alright, things are running good right now. Woohoo! Back to buttery smooth, Don. Weird, man.
runway direct.
Boston Center, American 383 is with you. Check me in.
American 383 Boston Center, correct.
And from one moment to the next.
Air 4916, reset transponder squawk 4755.
4755, Air 49.
Boston Center, hello, hello, hello.
We're back to smooth now, Illiker Pro. Not sure what did it, man. But I'm not complaining. Sorry, back from bathroom break. Welcome back, man.
Appreciate the climb up 1211.
Perfect 598, contact Boston, approach 133.0.
133.0, good night, Perfect 6590.
Alright, 2 kilo team across winds, at and maintain at 7,000, the Boston altimeter 2953.
Cross winds at 7,000, 2953 is the altimeter, is that correct?
Affirm.
Cross winds at 7,000, Boston altimeter 2953, 82 kilo Tango.
Air transport 7445, turn left heading 090 to runway 6 localized, center maintain 3000.
090, runway 5, to the center, maintain 3000, return 17445.
Should have ATC the entire way, all the way into Detroit Metro. Hopefully the tower ground guys stick on a little bit longer.
128.12.
Boston Center, Deputy 588, coming 11,300.
We're only right here.
Uniform contact Boston, approach 128.12. Air 210, uniform contact Boston, here approach 128.12.
Deputy 588.
The 588 Boston Center, climbing team 16,000.
Climb 16,000, Deputy 588.
Bell 2120, contact Boston, approach 133.0. If you had 9032, reduce speed to 280, then contact Boston, approach 123.0. If you had 9032, reduce speed to 280, contact Boston, approach 133.0.
I'm sorry, that's the same time.
GPS 9032, reduce speed to 280, contact Boston, approach 133.0.
Alright, cruise checklist. Throttles. Let's reduce to 94, 95% N1. It's usually pretty good for cruise. Pressurization is checked.
115 for reload, not bad.
Ice is on. Cruise checklist complete.
Mirror 4916, cross crank at maintain 7,000, your altimeter 2970.
Crank at 7,000, commuter 4916.
Yes, almost like leaving crowded airspaces affects the frame rates. Could be Dante. Dante says you use real-world routes for planning, i.e. a route that Delta is currently flying daily. I do sometimes, Dante, so usually I'll use SimBrief because it makes things easier just to transfer the flight plan straight into the FMS in the CJ4 and the A320. I used to go to flightaware.com and I would plug in, say I wanted to do a flight from, I don't know, Miami to Atlanta. I'd go to flightaware.com, put in Miami, Atlanta, and I'd look up a real-world flight that was happening sometime in the near future. Click on that flight, and on FlightAware you can see the route that they fly. So I kind of do it both ways. I did not use FlightAware today. I only use SimBrief. let's pull up simbrief.com. So if you go to simbrief.com and create an account, you can go to dispatch mode here, dispatch system. You can click create a new flight. You could plug in Miami, Atlanta, automatically plugs in an alternate, Nashville in this case. You can change your fuel units, whatever, and then in here I have, so you have the A320 and the Citation loaded in. These custom airframes. I downloaded these from, I can't remember exactly where. I think Fly-by-Wire has this linked to on their GitHub site. So you can download those. Click those, it'll show you a route down here. The preferred route. This is using AirAC 1903, which is outdated. There's other alternates here if you have the latest AirAC. They've also got these, see they've got the SimBrief routes. They've got routes pulled straight off of FlightAware right here in SimBrief that you can choose as well. So I've been using SimBrief a lot lately. Usually I'll just take the default route that it gives me. From there you just hit generate OFP, which I think stands for official flight plan. It's going to do its thing here. Can you guys see what I'm showing you or not? Sorry about that. Let's start that over so I can show you guys. Alright, simbrief.com.
Air France,
Not sure why it's not coming up now. Hold on.
Thank you very much, and congratulations. That was the other
Bear with me. Oh, why is it not picking up Chrome?
We are 416 contact, New York approach 128.55. 128.55, we have 4916. 414 Delta, are you able to copy your new route? And frequency, we're ready to copy. 414 Delta, clear to LaGuardia Airport by direct HYLND, Papa, Lucy, Lima.
Okay, here we go. Finally. Alright. There we go.
Charlie Alpha Sierra Sierra Hotel, Victor 123, Heart, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
So simbrief.com, create an account, go to dispatch system, create a new flight. Oh, okay. SimBrief. Okay, Dante says I use SimBrief too. SimBrief seems to only generate IFR routes. I have AirAC 2013. No. Sorry, guys. So yeah, you're familiar with SimBrief. Plug in your departure, arrival, the airframe, and then generate OFP, and it'll give you your route there. For VFR, I don't really have any method, Dante. VFR is usually just random. I'll pick a point, an origin and destination. I'll pull up my sectional chart, or my EFB, in this case Garmin Pilot, and I'll just kind of find my way through and pick my own waypoints. Yeah, IFR, it's either SimBrief or FlightAware, and VFR, I find my own routes. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to run to the kitchen real quick. I'll be right back in a minute.
205, start delayed descent, cross wiper at maintain 1000, across altimeter is 2953. Wiper 11,000, 1000, and 2953, 7 kilometers. Boston Center, headed 7 Delta Lily with Jeff, 110. 7 Delta Lily with Boston Center, right. Delta 1120, descend via the J-Fund 2 arrival from 4 right, Boston Center, 2953, maintain at 310 knots until J-Fund. Delta 1120, proceed direct J-Fund, descend via the J-Fund 2 arrival, runway 4 right, Boston Center, 2953, maintain 310 knots until J-Fund. Delta 1120, Boston Center.
Boston Center, thank you. 20, descend via J2 and finish Boston is 2953, and runway 04 black Boston. Delta 1120.
1120, proceed direct J-Fund and maintain 310 knots until J-Fund.
Roger that, this direct J-Fund and maintain 210 knots until J-Fund. Delta 1120.
American 383, descend via the J-Fund 2 arrival, runway 4 right, Boston Center, 2905, maintain 280 knots until J-Fund. Maintain 280 to J-Fund, descend via the arrival, 4 right, 383.
Exactly. Don T. VFR, follow highway to this hill, left there. Yep, exactly.
Delta 484, Boston Center, right.
Get there 985, equipment by the descent.
Get there 985, cross Calvin, Charlie, adding maintain 1 to 2000, 25, Kennedy altimeter 2995.
153, descent looking out at 250 on Cessna to meet at 985.
Bear 985, my apologies, Kennedy altimeter 2970, good to be there, sir.
970, runway.
Boston Center, 6
788, Boston Center, comment to 1
I am confusion, says Illiker Pro. What you confused about, man? Hey, Rob has entered the chat. What's going on, Rob? Let's take a look at this approach plate into DTW. I can remember which one it was.
Whatever it is. So was that verified the airport?
It's going to be the Top Gun 2 DONEO.
Here, 4821 Boston, standing by, stand by.
Wait, where's my approach plates? Am I on the right airport here? DTW arrival. Why am I not seeing it here?
Flight 11230. American 1167 Boston, Center, climb maintain hold 230.
There it is. Top Gun 2 RNAV.
Climb and maintain 230 American 1167.
It's going to be the DONEO transition. Is there a second page? So I'm just checking here for altitude restrictions. First one we see here is Wolfman, I guess it is. Wolfman above flight level 240, 280 knots. After Wolfman, Top Gun between 11,000 and 14,000, 280 knots. Not sure what that is. Hillwood, 8,000 and 10,000. Chester, or Chester, at 7,000. Ghost, 7,210 knots. Rider, 7,210.
November 10 5, so not fine, so we can connect it over back with you.
After Rider, we can expect vectors to final.
8,000, water altimeter 2969.
Good evening, Canadian Express 378-213-725, coming on 7,000 megabits.
Block center bound AV at 8,055 idiot. Yeah, so 9 Express 372, climbing name level 330.
Nothing, sir, says Illiker Pro.
Yeah, bottom center, okay, 7,000, please separate 5 minutes. Other flying standby break, 7588 cross AZ, animation 8,000, water altimeter 2969. Cross AZ at 8,000, altimeter 2965.
You can also take a look at the weather here at Detroit.
Here at about 12,000, 10 miles with Jeff. Boston Center to back down 701, 370. Back up 701, Boston.
Alright, winds are calm, 10 statute mile visibility, broken at 6,000. 1103, altimeter 2988.
Air Boston Center, 703, for 5 minutes. Air 7, Delta, Lima, Spruce up and reback. Will do, thank you.
Boston Center, register 60 passes left top.
Air 750 Boston Center,
Riley 001, hello, how you doing today?
Christopher 84 Golf Charlie, contact Cleveland Center 134.77.
134.77, November 84 Golf Charlie.
It's 1549 United. From the center, 134.7.
Center, good evening, November 84 Golf Charlie, flight level 430.
Number 84 Golf Center, level 441, Center, Minneapolis, Center 133.4.
133.4, yeah.
Riley 001 says, I'm good, I did my first few flights on VATSIM today, it was very fun. Hey, congratulations, man. Don T says, cool, congratulations, dude. That's awesome, man. How did it go, Jeff? Where'd you fly from? What did you do? Tell us. Yeah, flying on VATSIM just adds a whole other dimension to this flight simming stuff. It's friggin' awesome.
I got departure there, so the frequency is good as it is. The runway 28 left, I'm assuming for departure, either way, let me know.
See if I can tell what runways they're using over there at Detroit right now.
Sure. Golf, Oscar, Leo, Papa, Cleveland, Cessna, Roger, metro area, altimeter 2988.
Did some VFR circuits at Edinburgh, Santa Barbara, and San Diego. No IFR yet? Hey, that's awesome, Riley. Most people start with IFR on VATSIM, oddly enough.
21.
IFR seems to be easier in some cases because it's all by the book. You have your route plan that everything's just everything's already set. You're just kind of sitting monitoring. VFR, I feel like it's a little bit trickier. So congrats, man. That's good. That's huge. Yeah, getting around VFR, knowing who to contact if you want flight following and things like that can be a little tricky sometimes. What's your airplane of choice right now, Riley? Any favorites?
Flight 340, contact Detroit approach 126.22.
Surprised you're not flying tonight for the FNO. Here's a look at the VATSIM map.
Golf Oscar Lima Papa, contact Detroit approach 126.22.
United 224, flight level.
Coverage almost across the entire United States right now.
That is 224, clear to
Okay, holding point runway 32. That unit to take off tonight to 1709 at
This is us right here.
Departure flying heading 260.
We got an airplane right on our tail. Like an Airbus 3320, United Flight 224. They're only showing flight level 270 right now, which is kind of weird. That's right, I was going to check the flow here at Detroit, see what runways they're using. Looks like they're landing and departing to the south. See how we doing on fuel. Fuel's looking good. Our engines look happy. We just recently passed GONZZ and we're en route now to DONEO. That's going to be the beginning of our approach into Detroit. Let's make sure that we have all of our altitude and speed restrictions programmed in here. That should be automatically. Top Gun between 11,014, hilly wind 8,010, Chester 7, Ghost at 7. Wolfman flight level 240, that looks good. Riley says, I like flying the A320neo in Flight Sim 2020, and I flew the A320 Cessna 152 and Beach 55 today. Awesome, man. Miguel, what's up? Alpha, your dad. Can't understand what you're saying, Miguel, but welcome. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a good day so far, man.
330, United 1, Center 3 keep up with you, ready to go 28 left at
Fish 2 Papa Whiskey left and wind 30 northbound, 28 left, good take off line.
I'm so glad we got the performance back to normal. I really thought we were going to have to quit getting out of Boston there. I'm a happy man right now. Alright, let's see, where are we going to park over at
Station 2 Papa Whiskey, Cleveland Radar contact.
DTW, let's see.
Flight level 240. 240.
Looking for an FBO on Google Maps. Okay, so signature, there's a signature flight support there at DTW. So we'll go to signature when they ask us where we're parking. And they're going to be on the northeast side of the airport, somewhere by runway 21 right.
Station 2 Papa Whiskey, direct move and on down.
Direct move on down to Papa Whiskey.
By the looks of on VATSIM, they're using 21 left, 21 right, and signature flight support will be right here. Smash that like button, says Don. Yes, please guys, thumbs up if you're enjoying the content. Stream multiple times a week, so hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that like button if you can for me. Really helps out the channel.
United 2193, United 2193, right now.
Riley says, I'm going to be honest, it's 2:30 a.m. here and I'm looking for a live stream to watch because I'm bored and came across you. Thanks, Riley. Welcome, man. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you, man.
120.35.
Liked and sub. Thanks, Riley. Welcome, welcome. Saturday morning in Ireland, says Don T. Hey, it's my birthday over there already. My birthday's April 17th. It's not quite the 17th yet here on the east coast of the United States, but it will be in a few hours. Tomorrow I turn the big 35, which I don't feel 35 to be honest. Happy birthday from me, says Riley. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Don T says, happy birthday, dude. Thanks, Don. I look 20. That's how I feel, to be honest with you, Riley. And I do get that a lot as well, so I'm pretty happy as far as that goes. I love still getting carded and buying booze at the store. Makes me feel really good. Hey, Rob, happy G-Day. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it, man. I'll most likely be doing a little bit of streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow, the group, the GA group that I fly with on Discord, Virtual USA flying group, we're doing a flight tomorrow, I think into Catalina, which is an island over there just off the coast of LA. So it'll be a GA event tomorrow, flying little airplanes, but it should be pretty over there in the islands. That's going to be around 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in the US. 6 p.m. or 4 p.m.? Let me double check on that before I give you guys the wrong times. 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be 6. That's going to be 2200 Zulu tomorrow. Should be streaming for an hour or two. For the birthday stream. Don't blink, you'll be 50 something like me real quick, says Don. Yes, man. I know. Oh, it's already happening way too fast, man. Riley says I like to stream as well. I did a lot of streaming in quarantine, but my school returned on Monday, so I can only stream on Wednesdays and weekends, says Riley. Are you on YouTube or Twitch, Riley? I feel like I've seen your name before. Maybe it's another Riley I'm thinking of. Alright, I just subscribed to you, Riley.
Cleared tonight, kept the buckle, and give the rest back and really keep up the buckle at 225. Kept that 625 over the buckle at 228 freedom, song, or rather, on the maintain couple 3-3 though. Just the buckle on the freedom to find a herbal, and I don't know, 330 or 575.
Alright, we've got our top of descent coming up here. I'm not sure if we're going to receive descent vectors before then or not.
Skycraft 819, just below level off 15, 15,000.
We're about 50 miles away from DONEO.
Got it. 819, Cleveland, United View, Rochester, altimeter 2980.
2980, Skycraft 819, thank you.
I think I know this guy too, the Phenom. It's funny when I hear people on the Discord group randomly here on VATSIM. I can recognize these voices. Small world, I guess.
November 4th, Carolina.
Yo, Piz Pizza, what's going on, man? Hola. How's it going today, Piz? Riley says, I've definitely had ups and downs streaming. I had trolls constantly coming in, and I found out it was one of my most loyal fans. Ouch, Riley. Yep, I've encountered that same problem before in the past. It's the internet, man. It's the wild, wild west out here. Best to find a close friend that you can trust to moderate the chat for you or something. A few of them. Helps a lot to have somebody moderating the chat for you.
Other 1832 contact Indianapolis Center, 119. Express 548, cross Emma at maintain level 320. Crossing at level 320, in case of somebody. okay. Flight level 220. Guys, 1309 Cleveland Center. Maintain level 360, flying at 270. I have a 270, flying 360. Back at engineer. Yeah, 1709. I'll get you back on your route here shortly, but flight 270 and control. Level 4, still in contact, Fox 134.7. Delta 86, contact Boston, Center 134.7.
Good evening, National State, 29 seconds, level 360.
Got about 30 minutes left into Detroit. Coming up on 150 subs now. You guys are legends, says Riley. Hey, congrats, man. Fizz Pizza says it's 39 here in Iceland. Me and a few others have a community built around the biggest creator tech team. He is a dedicated worker, says Riley. Wait, did that United pass us?
Yeah, we're so clear out of Charlie 04 for aircraft 819.
How did the A320 pass us?
Okay, heading west, Jordan, set now to 7,000 for aircraft 819.
What's our speed looking like? Am I going too slow? Could be pushing it a little bit harder. Captain Matt's back and says, I have great news. What's the news, Matty? Riley asked, you know Pilot Stud? Sounds kind of familiar, Riley, but I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. Don says it was 88 for the high today. In about 3 weeks we'll be hitting 100 here in the desert. Oof. Kind of like down here in South Florida. I don't think it gets that hot temperature-wise, but it's humid as heck down here. So you sweat your butt off.
C-24 descend to the Top Gun 2 arrival. And Metro altimeter 288.
That's the United in front of us, so we're going to get the same call here in a second.
United
Since we are going to be on the Top Gun 2. So any moment now you're going to hear him call us, give us those same instructions. Captain Matt says I'm writing my first book in June.
Via Top Gun. We got the Top Gun 1. Top Gun 1 arrival. Metro altimeter 2988.
Roger, descend via the Top Gun 1, altimeter 2988, November 84 Golf Charlie. I think I filed for the 2. Hold on, let me make sure. I know there was a discrepancy. I think SimBrief was showing Top Gun 1, but we did load up the Top Gun 2. Okay, I did file for the Top Gun 1. Is it different? Let me pull that up.
Aircraft is maintained flying, heading 210, maintain from
5,000 heading 210, Skycraft 819.
And center, November 84 Golf Charlie. We can do the Top Gun 2 if there's any way you can amend that for us. Let's see what he says. I filed for the Top Gun 1, but we have the Top Gun 2 programmed here at the FNO.
Cleared to the Metro to the Top Gun 2.
Roger, cleared for the Top Gun 2 arrival, November 84 Golf Charlie. Thanks. I'm not sure how different it is. Roger. So I guess it's the same. I don't know why they renamed it. Anyways, we're reaching our top of descent here. We'll start plugging in lower, and we'll do VNAV. Alright, lowest on the Top Gun 2 is going to be 7,000, so I'm just going to plug that in straight away. Let's put in 7,000 feet and let VNAV guide us down. That's reduced power, about to go over speed. Let's go down here and pick up the weather again in Detroit.
Contact on 15.2, so it's a
And did I increment us any 331 with E, Convoy level 170. Okay, 7330.
Hey, congratulations, Captain Matt, man. Good luck on that. Piz Pizza, but at least we get springs. That's true, man. South Florida, we don't get any. It's summer down here. 365 days a week. I mean, a year. No seasons down here in South Florida. No pretty leaves on the trees.
Sun 3000, Skycraft 819.
Aircraft 819 flying, heading 130.
Heading 130, Skycraft 819.
Record 358. New York.
Don says in July and August it can get up to 120 plus. much, man. Riley says, I guess Pilot Stud dunked a glass of water over his head today on stream because he finally got a flight that kept crashing.
Aircraft 819, you are a generous 19 miles from airport. Flying heading 070 to maintain correction to remain at or above 3,000 to establish rough weather. Cleared ILS 4, roger.
Heading 070, maintain 3,000 to establish on a glide path through the ILS runway 04 approach at Rochester, aircraft 819.
Aircraft 819 is to maintain 3,000 or above until established.
3,000 or above until established.
Alright, winds are now from the south, so that makes sense for the 2-1s. We could probably expect 2-1 left or 2-1 right. Winds are 170. Oh, never mind. Winds are calm. I was reading the wrong number. Hee. Okay, scratch that. Alright, Detroit, 17th of the month, 0053 Zulu. Winds are still calm. 10 statute mile visibility. Broken at 6,000. 1103, altimeter 29er 88. So winds are calm and temp is 1-1. Altimeter 29er 88. Let's go to perf and approach.
Aircraft 275 cross go and maintain level 310. Cross level 310 and stop. And a Canada 73 signaling, we're pushing the truck road home to you. Okay, Express 004, Cleveland, Cessna. And somebody else called at the same time, who is that?
And we still need to select our runway before the speeds will populate. So I'm waiting to see what they give us for the approach. Most likely 2-1 left or 2-1 right.
Canada 2331 approved as requested, direct full speed and rest not change. And clear the rest of the main route, take out the 3031. Good evening, the 151, following 170,000.
Stefano Cessna, what's going on, man? Good to see you again. How's your day going? Just began our descent into Detroit here in the CJ4. I'll be back in a moment, guys.
Aircraft 819 established on the glide path to Island Airport, Rochester.
Aircraft 819 Rochester, wind 330, access runway 4, Rochester, clear the land.
Clear land runway 04, Skycraft 819, thank you.
Let's do our descent checklist. Pressurization is good. Ice is staying on. Altimeters, exterior lights. Descent checklist complete. Don says, why are elevator jokes so good? Answer, they work on so many levels. Don T. Always coming with the fire, dad jokes. Riley says, are you on Twitch? Because you look like someone I've seen there. I'm not sure. I have a Twitch account. I've never streamed on Twitch. I tried doing since I'm primarily on YouTube, I tried doing Restream, which is a third-party streaming app that allows you to stream both YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. I could never get the Twitch side to work on things, so I'm back to only YouTube for now. I would like to stream on Twitch as well. Maybe I'll play around with Restream again one day soon. Couldn't figure out how to get both to work. Streaming worked fine for YouTube, but then when you would go to the Twitch stream, it would just be a black screen. If I could, though, I would definitely do both. Although I do prefer YouTube over Twitch. No particular reason, maybe just because that's what I'm comfortable with. I guess I can also post my real-world aviation vids on YouTube as well, which I don't think you can do on Twitch.
Cleveland Center, Pacific Airways 6671 with US level, feature 0. So 6691 Cleveland.
Wrong now.
That's the frequency here, that's on fault. Roger, no worries.
Streamlabs works both at the same time? Really, Riley? Interesting. I am using Streamlabs. Cool, man. That's good to know. I'll try. I'll give it a try next time. I had no clue that it did that. I haven't played with my Streamlabs settings in so long. I'm not sure if that's something that's newish, but I was never aware that you could do that on Streamlabs. I'll definitely look that up and give it a shot.
Cleveland Bacon.
Cleveland Thomas 1583, pilot 348 for 370.
A3, Cleveland. Pacific 691. Contact Chicago.
We're looking good on altitude, or right on the descent path where we need to be. We'll reduce speed to 280 knots, since we do have a couple of speed restrictions now. We just passed Wolfman. Wolfman, we're supposed to be flight level 240 at 280. So we're right there, a couple knots over, not bad.
Aircraft 819 clear. Aircraft 819 clear, runway 04 Rochester, look for taxi for the east side, Delta 25.
Hello, direct motor should be passing 13,600.
We're at 3519 Cleveland Center, maintain level 340.
Up to 340, American 1319, thank you.
Skycraft 819, thinking you're still south 10, so you can taxi departing via pilot discretion across from window.
Okay, pilot discretion cross runway 7, Skycraft 819, full report clear.
Thank you.
What controls I use for flying, says Riley. I can show you here. So today, CH Products Flight Sim yoke. It's been Old Faithful have been using this yoke for many years. I used to have the Gameport version when I was a kid, 15 years ago or so. This is, of course, a USB version. But yep, CH Products here. We've got the Cytec throttle quadrant here. Thrustmaster pedals down below, and you can't see, but over here on my left-hand side is the Thrustmaster Airbus side stick, which I use for the Airbus, Cirrus, and any other airplane that uses a side stick.
Cleveland Center, Hattie,
So,
1309, 13A, climb 175.
Thrustmaster, Airbus, side stick, CH Products yoke, SciTech throttle, Thrustmaster pedals. I fly with my iPad using Garmin Pilot, and I also have my phone on the left side here, which I've got you guys on the chat over there. Sometimes I'll alternate and have the chat on the iPad and have Garmin Pilot on my cell phone. I use both just to be familiar with both, because I also use both in the real world as well. So that's what I'm using. Alright, we're through flight level 180, Detroit altimeter 2988. 2988 over here as well. 2988, and on the other side, 2988.
Aircraft 819, clear runway 07, Rochester.
Aircraft 819, have a good night.
Thanks, we'll talk to you shortly.
Did you figure out what was going on with the Cirrus during the fly-in? Yes, Don. Can't blame the simulator for that one, although it wasn't ever an issue until after that update. But after doing some testing the following day, I went back to Lakeland in the Cirrus. Turns out there was some control interference between my yoke and my side stick. So my yoke apparently wasn't centered perfectly, so the simulator was detecting input. What I did to fix the issue was I added a little bit of deadband to the yoke on the aileron and elevator axis, and that seems to have solved my issue. Wasn't an issue before. I'm not sure if something became more sensitive there after the latest update. I was reading on the forums earlier today, and I think some other people were having the issue as well that weren't having it before. But yeah, so my yoke and side stick were fighting with each other, and that was the issue. That's why every time I grabbed the yoke when we were on that approach into Lakeland, things would get better, then it would get bad again. It was just control input interference between the two peripherals. So adding some deadband to the yoke has seemed to have solved it for me for now.
For the 13s are on that clear direction. Do I think I'm clear left?
Correct, double 13s are not, thanks.
Does that mean something?
I have to freaking clear.
Riley says, nice, I have Thrustmaster Airbus side stick and I ordered the Airbus throttle quadrant. It will be there on Tuesday. Awesome, man.
Pretty much.
I kind of do want the Airbus throttle quadrant.
4 Golf Charlie contact. Detroit approach 126.22.
12622, November 84 Golf Charlie.
Detroit repays on homage.
I want the throttle quadrant for the Airbus, but my thing is here, I want my setup to be universal. I just kind of just want to sit down here in my chair and be able to fly any airplane I want. And I don't really want the Airbus yoke when flying GA stuff or anything that's outside of an Airbus. I mean, the jets, I guess it works okay. I wouldn't be that picky, but switching from GA back and forth to jets, I think I'm just going to stick to the SciTech since I can just kind of do both, and it doesn't look like a jet quadrant. It looks like something mixed in between. That's the only reason I've not bought the Airbus quadrant. Alright, let's start reducing speed to 250 knots since we're going to be passing through 5,000 here shortly.
629 wind.
Oh, let's contact this guy.
At 8, runway to left, clear line.
Approach, good evening, November 84 Golf Charlie, descending through 1000 via the Top Gun 2.
November 84 Golf Charlie, Detroit approach, it is at your runway 2 left.
2-1 left, November 84 Golf Charlie. Alright, let's get that plugged in down here. DTW arrival, Top Gun 2, DONEO, we're going ILS 21 left. And we'll execute that. Let's go back to our perf page. Approach. We've already put in the weather. If we go to the next page, we should have our VREF 108 and our VYAP 115. Approach speed 115, landing at 108. We'll send that over to the PFD over here. Approach checklist landing data has been confirmed. Crew briefing complete. We'll brief the ILS here shortly. Avionics checked minimums. We'll do that when we brief. Fuel transfer, we didn't use lights. Let's get those on. Let's get our pack signs on and our landing light on.
May I have your attention, please?
Should I go Victor?
At this time,
Ice will stay on for a little bit longer. Alright, Ghost, we're gonna want to be at 210 knots, so our airspeed's looking good there. 1,000 to go, we're leveling off at 7,000. And then we should be receiving vectors in a little bit, probably somewhere around Ryder.
Matching departure ring 1037, 3,500 feet up, departure 24 on the right.
Turn 1030, up Detroit departure radar contact, maintain 17,000.
Maintain 17,000, Chicago 1037.
Oh, we're going to be doing the ILS 21 left. Oh, let's get some shots of this turn real quick. Into the clouds.
North 298, Papa Texas, straight ahead to Atlantic Remain restricted.
This guy, I know this guy, he flies in our group. Alright, 210 knots. Good night, Riley. Have a good one, man. Thanks for subscribing. We'll see you on the next ones, man. Have a good one. Get some rest. Alright, so we're going to be doing the ILS 21 left. Localizer frequency 111.5, approach course 216. Runways 10,000 feet, touchdown elevation 632 feet. Tower's going to be on 118.4. Ground on 121.8. We should be receiving vectors here shortly, just after Ryder. That's what I'm expecting. It's probably going to be a left turn direct to one of these points here. It's either going to be Tigers at 5,000, Robbie 5,000, Balas 4,000, Nesby 3,000. Then our final approach fix is going to be Puckle intersection at 2,000. Then down to 1,400 at Zitka. Minimums 832 MSL. And if we have to go missed approach is going to be climb to 1,100, then climbing left turn to 4,000 on DXO radial 122 to gauge DXO 16 DME and hold. Continue climb in hold to 4,000.
November 84 Golf Charlie, turn left, tank 270, just going to maintain 5,000, vectors ILS 211.
Left 270 down to 5,000, November 84 Golf Charlie.
9224.
Alright, 5,000 and 270. go heading mode. We're going left. And we're going down to 5.
224, turn left, heading 110, vector diagonal to the left.
Heading, what was that? Heading for United 224.
Heading 110.
110 for United 224.
The time is 4:43 Detroit, the temperature on at the winners, runway 22 left, clear to take off.
On at winners, runway 22 left, clear to take off.
Alright, the approach has been briefed.
Sure, 1037 connect, Cleveland Center 134.77.
Cleveland Center 134.77, have a great night, Spillway 1037.
Number 84 Golf Charlie, channel heading 240, next is 092 on left localizer.
Left 240 to join the localizer, November 84 Golf Charlie.
Charlie Golf Victor off the lane, be altitude. Victor off the Lima, radar contact timing 17,000.
So I'm setting the radio altimeter. We're supposed to set that, I think it's to 832, which is our minimums. It's such a pain in the butt to scroll one digit at a time. I wish there was a key that you could set that automatically. Alright, 1,000 feet, we're leveling off at 5,000. And I see our localizer coming in. I'm going to activate approach mode. And the airplane should capture. Yeah, let's keep rolling this up. To 832. About to enter the soup. Going to be going to IMC here for a little bit. Oh shit, why didn't we capture? Holy crap, hold on, let's go left turn now. Not sure why the airplane did not capture the localizer. Alright, I'm going to disengage and take over. Roger, yeah, we passed it a little bit. Intercepting now, November 84 Golf Charlie. Hey, I'm not sure why it didn't capture. Okay, anyways, I have the airplane.
Charlie, 5 miles from Morocco, maintain 5,000 until established, clear to IS 1 left approach.
Maintain 5,000 until established, clear for the ILS 21 left approach, November 84 Golf Charlie. Alright, I guess I'm hand flying it in.
040
all the way down. Alright, first notch of flaps coming in. Let's see, let me try re-engaging here. I'm not sure why it didn't capture. Autopilot on, now let's do approach. Maybe I waited too long to engage it. Could have been the problem.
443, super altitude.
Alright, looks like it's doing its thing now. I think.
The 443, super radar contact commenting 17,000.
17,000.
Okay, it's not. Okay, get back on it. I have the airplane again. I don't know where this thing's going, man. Should be capturing the localizer. Alright, I guess I am hand flying it all the way down. This guy's gonna get upset at me. Alright, gears coming down. Approach, all this stuff has been done before landing, gears, flaps, speed brakes, autopilot, yaw damp. Alright, autopilot, yaw damps away.
Charlie, go. Go there, going, stand by, waiting around the center to take you.
Gears down, just flaps to go. All of our lights are on. Alright guys, we're doing this by hand. Let's see how this goes. One dot above the glide slope, we're correcting, and that localizer's coming back in, also correcting, coming a couple degrees left.
Number 84, go off Charlie. Wind 0808, try 92 along to clear the line.
Clear to land, 21 left, November 84, Golf Charlie. Alright, I already have... No, I don't. Never mind. Thought I could see the ground. Yes, I have ground contact. Do you see the ground? Alright,
Charlie, go 60 off Boeing. Kind of clear center 134.7.
continue slowing now.
134.7.
The rest of those flaps are coming in.
Left heading 300. Going to left heading 300 for United 224.
Got the runway in sight. It's the one on the left there.
24 to maintain 3000.
This one here.
3000 feet for United 224.
Not sure why the autopilot didn't capture the localizer. That's weird.
Detroit approach, JetBlue 1248, would you add 17,000 down to 12,500?
JetBlue 1248, Detroit approach, ATIS India, current, runway 21 left.
He's current at runway 21 left, JetBlue 1248.
Jet pilot Cinnamon, what's going on, man? What's going on, Mike? How's it going today, brother? Alright, still one dot above the glide. I'm good with that. Speed's looking good.
Left heading 300. 300 for United 224. First time to 443, super connect, leave on the center 1.
So we'll exit off the right, and then we'll be going to signature.
Can you repeat the heading for United 224? Heading 300. 300 for United 224.
Frame rates are getting bad again. Try not to use that as an excuse for this landing.
500.
Alright, power's coming back to idle. Alright, greased it, speed brakes. Oh, holy shit! What the fuck? Oh my god. Wow, dude. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Jet Pilot Cinnamon says doing good. Glad you're doing well, man. Tell me what just happened there. Wow. I think I saw the cut there in the runway. Obviously a scenery glitch. There was a ditch there. Oh man. Well, we're on the ground. Alright, exiting off here to the right.
22 to Detroit, departure and at the Sam's runway 21 left, correction 22.
I wonder what the controller sees when that happens. Alright, at least we're facing the right direction. Oh man.
That's 224, turn left, heading 240, intercept the runway 21 left, localizer.
I'm glad we ended up right side up and facing the right direction, at least. And not somewhere on the other end of the airport or something crazy like that. So here's another glitch. See you see where these little water marks are? It looks like water. I saw one of those little breaks in the runway, and I'm pretty sure we hit that, and that acted as a ramp that threw us in the air. Oh boy. FS 2020, man. Alright, we're over the line. Let's clean her up. Flaps are coming up. Retracting the speed brakes. Lights can come off. Gee, those will stay on. Ice can come off. Pitot heat can come off.
The captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Please fasten your seatbelt and shoulder harness at this time. Thank you.
American 9723, RNF, the Sam's runway 22 left, close to go.
Alright, after landing.
Okay, thank you. RNF, Sam, we are clear for takeoff, runway 22 left, American Indian.
Speed brakes retracted, flaps retracted, pitot heat's off, ice is off, radar is off, exterior lights after landing checklist complete. See, is there a ground controller here on at DTW? There is. He's on 121.8. Let's go to him. And we are clear of 2-1 left at, it's like somewhere between Whiskey 3 and Whiskey 4. Let's call it Whiskey 3, and we're going to signature. Detroit ground, good evening, November 8-4, Golf Charlie's clear of 2-1 left at Whiskey 3, request taxi to signature.
Number 8-4, Sierra, Golf Charlie, correction. Taxi, looks like you can make a 180 there on, Whiskey 4 and then hold short of 2-1 left.
180 on Whiskey 4 and hold short of 2-1 left, November 8-4 Golf Charlie.
Confirm you want to park at the GA that's on the other side of 2-1 left.
I think signature is at the, I think it's over at the approach end of 2-1 right on the northeast side of the airport, November 8-4 Golf Charlie.
Oh, in that case, November 8-4 Golf Charlie, taxi to signature via Whiskey, Papa 4, Papa, cross start right, 7 right, hold short 2-1 left, correction 2-1 right.
So it's Whiskey, Papa 4, Papa, cleared across 2-7 right, hold short 2-1 left, November 8-4 Golf Charlie.
It's going to be hold short 2-1 right at Papa 6.
Roger, I'll read it back again. Whiskey, Papa 4, Papa, cleared across 2-7 right, hold, I'm sorry, 2-1 right, hold short 2-1 left, November 8-4 Golf Charlie.
Actually, you had it right the first time. It's cross 2-7 right and then hold short 2-1 right. 2-1 left, not in there.
Cross 2-7 right, hold short 2-1 left, November 8-4 Golf Charlie.
2 and right.
Oh, I don't know.
You almost got it.
All right, repeat the whole thing back to me one more time. November 84 Golf Charlie.
Okay, November 84 Golf Charlie. Run or taxi to signature via Whiskey Papa 4 Papa cross and right 27 right. Hold short 21 right.
All right, Whiskey Papa 4 Papa cross 27 right. Hold short 21 right. November 84 Golf Charlie.
Got it.
All right, so it's going to be Whiskey Papa 4. So it looks like it could be Whiskey down to Papa 4, then Papa. Still not really understanding his instructions. I'll show you here on the iPad. I want to see the replay, says Don. That was worth enduring the whole frame rate thing. Go back and watch our takeoff too. It was just as bad. Alright, he told us Whiskey Papa 4. Okay, yeah, he got it right. Alright, so right turn here on Whiskey. Don't see that taxiway here. Let me ask him. And ground, November 84 Golf Charlie. Taxiway Whiskey seems to be missing from our scenery. Can we go straight ahead and make a right turn on Papa instead?
Interesting that you have Papa, not Whiskey, but sure.
Alright, going to Papa instead, the November 84 Golf Charlie.
Most people don't have Papa, but they have Whiskey, so.
Roger. I don't know, according to the iPad here, this would be Whiskey. And the next one's going to be Papa, so. Actually, I don't see both of them. That's actually the runway up there. Interesting. Not really sure what to do here. Alright, ground, November 84 Golf Charlie once again. Alright, we're missing both Whiskey and Papa from our scenery. I don't know, we can just pretend there's a Papa here and cut across the grass if that works okay.
That works. Just don't cross 2 and right or 2 and left.
Roger, we'll hold short of 2 on right, 2 on left. November 84 Golf Charlie. Alright, we're just gonna cut it, man. I don't want to be too much of a pain in the ass for this guy.
Are you ready to push back with information tango?
On Delta 4563. Doesn't look like I've given you a clearance.
This has been an interesting stream today.
And I sent you a few minutes ago.
Roger.
On the invisible taxiway Papa right now. Some orange spray paint markings here. Alright, noted for next time we fly into Detroit. serious scenery discrepancies here. Jet Pilot Cinnamon says Mustfuss still has some glitches clearly. Oh yeah. Even more so than before. So I'm just using my ground chart here on Garmin Pilot to navigate our way through. Time glitch Papa has not been built yet, says Don. That's funny. Okay, so Whiskey should be there, and then Papa's a new one that they're working on, I guess. There is no Whiskey there, though, either. I think here's the beginning of Whiskey, where it starts here on my scenery. This would be Taxiway Whiskey, but it does not exist going down that way.
United 64, contact to G.
This is freaking hilarious. I'm going to continue on future Papa. So it's going to do this little 45 to the left here, and then it will join, I guess, what's Papa up here, and then continue this way.
Tango, Kilo,
Feels wrong doing this. Feels really wrong.
Delta 45-3, can you accept that message?
Metro ground, sorry, Foxtrot Alpha, Tango, report back our
Charlie Foxtrot Alpha, Delta Juliet, clear to Toronto by Z3 departure, Tango transition in the file. IBS 6, departure 126.22, squawk 4156.
Alright, once we rejoin Papa up here, it should be normal after that, hopefully.
Toronto via the center departure Tango transition. Clock 4156 Alpha Delta.
Charlie
and then we'll be holding short of 2-1 right.
Climb via Sid, could you give us the departure frequency once again, Alpha Delta?
It's going to be 126.22.
126.22 is the departure, Alpha Delta.
Charlie Foxtrot Alpha Delta Juliet, read back, call taxi.
JetBlue 1248 with you, ground.
JetBlue 1248, she looking for taxi to the ramp?
Yes, I'm taxi ramp.
JetBlue 1248, taxi to the north terminal via...
Alright, so we're on Papa now, and we're going to be holding short 2-1 right.
Whiskey, then right at Tango, Kilo, cross running 27 right, follow the United A320.
Left on Whiskey.
That signature should be just on the other side of 2-1 right, once we are cleared to cross.
Left on Whiskey, Tango, and then Kilo, cross running 27 right, and you can follow that United A320 on Tango.
Heard, follow the United on Tango, A320, left on Whiskey, Tango, and then cross door. United 1248.
Just up here, we're going to hang a left, staying on Papa, and we're going to hold short runway 21 right. And away wait for further instructions. After that, it's going to be cleared across 2 on the right, straight into signature. Or it might be across 2 on the right,
And
Mike
put
to signature.
1248, hold position.
Hold position, JetBlue 1248.
United 224, looks like you made a wrong turn there on Tango. You can make a 180 and then continue the other way on Tango.
Sorry about that. Doing a 180.
JetBlue 1248 after the United A320.
Don T
makes
says,
the,
plot twist signature doesn't exist here. Doo doo doo.
U-turn. You can continue taxi and follow them.
Third, after United makes U-turn, continue to follow JetBlue 1248, thank you. Delta 4563, request clearance to Boston International.
Delta 4563, it's going to be a full route advisory to come.
Alright, so we're holding short here, 2 on right.
Delta 4563, copy.
The Twilight Zone.
Delta 4563 cleared to Boston via the Howie 3 departure, Lincoln transition, then direct to Jamestown to join the Quebec 82 airway to Ponset, Papa, Oscar, November, Charlie, Tango, to join the J-12 Juliet, Foxtrot, Uniform, November, Delta arrival, and to Boston. Time listed. Departure is 126.22, block 4126.
Delta 4563, cleared IFR, Howie departure. Lincoln transitioned. Can you repeat that transponder for departure?
4563 is going to be 4126 and departure is going to be 126.22. I'm also going to need the rest of the read back for the route.
Oh, what a day. What a day. I guess I'll start debriefing now.
4563, I can send the route text if you'd like.
So our takeoff roll over there at Boston, I don't know if it's because I didn't have any crosswind correction in or something.
Roger.
We veered off the runway to the left. I was full right rudder, and then I had to end up using the right toe brake to get it back on the runway. Got back on the runway.
Charlie, cross runway 2 on right at Pop 6, continue Mike 6 to signature. Have a good night.
Roger, cleared across 2 on right at Papa 6, Mike 6 into signature, November 8-4 Golf Charlie. You have a good one. Alright, been cleared across, we're clear out right, we're clear left. Yeah, so we veered off the runway during takeoff. We were able to regain control and got it back.
November
Then we had those performance issues shortly after, and had like 3 FPS for like a quarter of the flight. Then joining the ILS here for 2-1 left at Detroit. The airplane approach mode did not want to capture the localizer, so we had to hand fly it from 5,000 feet. And then now scenery glitches. Oh no, wait, no, our our landing, we hit that ditch that threw our airplane all over the place.
6298 Papa, read back correct, call taxi.
And then taxiway's missing from this from the scenery, so bunch of curveballs thrown at us today. But somehow we made it miraculously.
Over to Jamestown, Quebec, A2.
Like, I'm so surprised and happy to see signature flight support right here. You have no idea.
4126, departure frequency 126.22.
4563 V back by correct call for taxi and approach runway 2 and right.
I think signature is actually maybe this building over here. We're gonna pull in right here and just park it.
Metro ground, Charlie Foxtrot Alpha Delta Juliet, ready to taxi IFR. Charlie Foxtrot Alpha Delta Juliet, stand by, I might be able to get a better runway for you.
We'll just go straight ahead and park it over here somewhere. This looks like a cargo building. Should be over here. Don says, you're right, I gotta check the takeoff, LOL. It was bad. I'm glad we made it into the air and were able to recover. The moment it went hard left, I thought it was my flight control. I was having another flight control issue, like my rudder pedals weren't plugged in or something like that. But nope. Full right rudder, then I got on the right toe brake, and that's what sent us back to the right. It might be because I didn't have any wind correction with the ailerons, and it was pretty much a direct crosswind, if I remember right, from the left over there. Alright, we're just going to park right here. Parking brake set. Lights.
Sorry, runway, can you expect to run a 2-1 left at Steer 6?
And welcome to Detroit. Oh, wait a minute. So turning this down now increases the panel lights and turning it up decreases it? Alright, that's weird. Alright, everything's off over here. Climate control off. Off, off, and off. Alright guys, I hope you enjoy your stay here at Detroit. Don, go check out that takeoff. It was beautiful. I want to go back and watch this landing again, to be honest. I don't know how we ended up right side up and facing the right direction after that. I don't know what you would call that, a somersault, a backflip, whatever we did there shortly after touchdown. Guys, it has been a fun one. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you all have a good one. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. The rest of you, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button for me. See if we can get some more people drawn to the channel. It really does help out the channel, the YouTube algorithm, when you hit that thumbs up button. I feel like the guys watching now here in the chat, I don't even got to tell you guys. You already know what's up. If there's anybody new, it really helps me out. Just hit that thumbs up button for me. Guys, have a good one. I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Tomorrow's my birthday, and Virtual Flying USA is having an event. It's going to be a fly into Catalina Airport over there near LA. So it should be fun. That's going to be at 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time tomorrow, which would be 2200 Zulu. Hope to see you guys there. You guys have a great evening or a great morning, depending where you're at. See you guys. Take care. Peace. Don, have a good one, man. Always a pleasure having you. And congrats to Tiffany. You guys take care. Bye-bye.